Legends and myths surrounding a supposed underground city in the Grand Canyon have been circulating for over a century. These stories typically involve claims that an ancient civilization, extraterrestrial beings, or other mysterious entities built an enormous underground city in the canyon, filled with advanced technology and untold riches. While there is no credible evidence to support the existence of such a city, the legends and myths surrounding it have persisted, inspiring countless books, articles, and documentaries. In this article, we will explore some of the most popular stories and theories about the mysterious underground city in the Grand Canyon. One of the earliest accounts of the underground city comes from a man named G.E. Kincaid, who claimed to have discovered the city in 1909. According to Kincaid, he was working for the Smithsonian Institution at the time, exploring the Grand Canyon for archaeological sites. While navigating the treacherous waters of the Colorado River, Kincaid came across a cave that led deep into the earth. After several hours of exploration, he emerged into a massive underground city, complete with temples, statues, and other structures. Kincaid's story quickly became the stuff of legend, and many people began to believe that the Smithsonian had covered up his discovery to prevent the public from learning about the true history of North America. However, there are many inconsistencies in Kincaid's story, and there is no record of him ever working for the Smithsonian. Another popular theory about the underground city involves the ancient Egyptians. Some believe that a group of Egyptians fled their homeland after a catastrophic event and settled in the Grand Canyon, where they built a vast underground city to hide from the outside world. Proponents of this theory point to the presence of Egyptian-style artifacts in the area, as well as alleged hieroglyphics that have been found in the canyon. However, there is no concrete evidence to support the idea that ancient Egyptians ever made their way to the Grand Canyon, and many experts have dismissed claims of Egyptian artifacts and hieroglyphics as hoaxes or misinterpretations of natural rock formations. Other theories about the underground city involve lost civilizations, extraterrestrial beings, or secret government experiments. Some claim that the city was built by an advanced civilization that was wiped out by a catastrophic event, such as a flood or a meteor impact. Others believe that the city is a remnant of an ancient extraterrestrial civilization, left behind after their visit to Earth. And still others suggest that the city is a secret government project, built for unknown purposes deep beneath the Earth. The alleged discovery of an underground city in the Grand Canyon is a story that has fascinated people for over a century. The story goes that a man named G.E. Kincaid, who was allegedly working for the Smithsonian Institution at the time, discovered an enormous underground city while exploring the Grand Canyon in 1909. However, there is no record of Kincaid ever working for the Smithsonian, and many experts have dismissed his story as a hoax. Despite the lack of credible evidence, the legend of Kincaid's discovery has persisted, inspiring countless books, articles, and documentaries. In this article, we will explore the story of Kincaid's alleged discovery of the underground city and the controversy that surrounds it. According to Kincaid's story, he was exploring the Grand Canyon by boat when he came across a cave that led deep into the earth. After several hours of exploring, he emerged into a vast underground city, filled with temples, statues, and other structures. Kincaid claimed that the city was home to an advanced civilization that had been wiped out by a catastrophic event. Kincaid's story quickly made headlines, and many people began to speculate about the true nature of the underground city. Some believed that it was evidence of a lost civilization, while others speculated that it was built by extraterrestrial beings. However, there are many inconsistencies in Kincaid's story, and there is no record of him ever working for the Smithsonian. In fact, some experts have suggested that Kincaid may not have even existed, and that his story was fabricated by someone looking to make a quick buck. Despite these doubts, the legend of the underground city has continued to captivate people's imaginations. Over the years, many adventurers and treasure hunters have attempted to find the city, but none have been successful. Some believe that the alleged underground city has been covered up by the government or other powerful organizations, who want to keep the true history of North America hidden from the public. Others believe that the city is guarded by powerful spirits or supernatural forces that prevent anyone from finding it. The Grand Canyon is a geological wonder that is famous for its breathtaking vistas and awe-inspiring rock formations. It is a massive, steep-sided canyon carved by the Colorado River in the state of Arizona, in the southwestern United States. The canyon is over 277 miles, 446 kilometers, long, up to 18 miles, 29 kilometers, wide, and over a mile, 6,093 feet or 1,857 meters, deep. Its layers of rock reveal much about the Earth's geological history, and studying these formations has helped scientists better understand the planet's past. In this article, we will explore some of the geological formations that make up the Grand Canyon and the processes that shaped them. The Grand Canyon is made up of a series of rock layers that were deposited over millions of years. The oldest rocks at the bottom of the canyon are over 1.8 billion years old, while the youngest rocks at the top are around 270 million years old. These layers were formed through a combination of sedimentation, volcanic activity, and tectonic activity. The oldest rocks in the Grand Canyon are the Vishnu schist and the Zoroaster granite. These rocks are believed to have formed over 1.8 billion years ago, when the area was covered by a shallow sea. Over time, layers of sediment built up on the ocean floor, which were then compressed and heated to form the schist and granite. Above the Vishnu schist and Zoroaster granite are layers of sedimentary rock, including the Tapete sandstone, Bright Angel shale, and Mauve limestone. These rocks were formed between 1 billion and 550 million years ago, when the area was covered by a shallow sea. The sandstone was formed from layers of sand that were compressed over time, while the shale and limestone were formed from layers of mud and calcium carbonate, respectively. Above the Mauve limestone are layers of sandstone, including the Redwall limestone and Sapai group. These rocks were formed between 340 and 270 million years ago, during a time of volcanic activity in the area. The sandstone was formed from layers of sand that were cemented together by volcanic ash, while the limestone was formed from the shells of marine organisms. The top layer of rock in the Grand Canyon is the Kaibab Formation, which was formed around 270 million years ago. This layer was formed from limestone and sandstone, and is capped by a layer of shale. The Kaibab Formation is what gives the Grand Canyon its distinctive white color. The processes that shape the Grand Canyon are complex and varied. The primary force behind the canyon's formation is the Colorado River, which has been cutting through the rock layers for millions of years. The river erodes the rock through a combination of abrasion, the wearing away of rock by sand and other particles carried by the river, and hydraulic action, the force of the river against the rock.